Hi everybody, welcome to our new video. Today we're gonna do a tutorial which was requested by a lady. Let me show you, get you her name. That tutorial is all about date picker. She wants to see two future dates disabled, but the previous and the after those dates should be working. So this lady, I wanna get you her. This is the lady. She sent me a request. She said, hi, I want also past date with current date. Yes, future two dates disabled. Please advise me. Okay, I sent her something small. Then she said, yes, give me a tutorial. So as we did promise that if you send something, if you have a question, we can attend it to you. We can attend it and we send it to you back. So now we're doing a tutorial for her, and she requested yesterday, 1 day ago, so we're doing it today because we're a little bit busy, and then we're gonna do it now. So if you request a tutorial which we can do, we will do it quickly, then you get your code going. So now let us start. This is the page we're gonna use. It's blank. We expect you. So what we're going to do is we're gonna use jQuery to do a date picker. After date picking, then we want to disable only the following 2 days. You get me? So using the same strategy, you can do it on the 3rd day, 4th day, 5th day, whatever you want to do. Maybe 4, 5, 6 days or 1 day. Okay, done with this. So we have already imported our jQuery plugins here. You know how to import that. So after that, we're gonna go inside here and say head. We're gonna close the head. This is where we're gonna write our JavaScript. Then here inside we're gonna put our date picker HTML. So we're gonna say input type equals to what we're gonna call is it's gonna be equals to text. Then after that you go straight and say ID equals to, I'm gonna name it date picker. Okay, once we've done with that, we can also give it a name if you want to. Okay, we're gonna give it a name here. Okay, ID, then this is gonna be name. Okay, then we save that. After saving, we're gonna go to our interface and check if it worked. Yes, it worked. We have it. So now the following thing is to do what? We start our date picker here, and we're gonna start by putting what they call script. Then we say type equals to text stroke JavaScript. Text stroke JavaScript. Okay, once you've done with that, you're gonna go inside here and close that script. Remember, if you don't close it, your code might not work. Script. Check each and every line if it works. So after that, we're gonna call what you know, that function which they say document. Okay, document. It's gonna be what they call document.ready function. It's gonna be here document. We go out and say .ready. Some people, they don't use it, but it's advisable to use it. .ready function. Then you close this. Then you open here. They go down here and do this, and they close it. Before we do anything JavaScript, we have to test if our JavaScript is working. That's the strategy I use before I type a lot of code. If you type a lot of code and doesn't work, then you have to fix things you don't know. Maybe JavaScript doesn't work, but your code is fine. So look. Okay, once you see that alert, just know that our code is working. I'm gonna delete it. I don't need it anymore. I used it just for what? So I'm gonna declare this var today equals to what they call new. We call that function new date. Date is capital D. Okay, then we go to another one. We say var which is DD, which is gonna be the following day. You understand? dd, which is date, the first date we say equals to today, which is today. We get this today's date, and we say today. Please come here and say dot, then we say get date plus 1. We're adding on 1, you understand? So we're adding on 1 from today, which means today's date, then we're targeting tomorrow. If you're adding 2, you put 2, 3, like that. So now that's what we're gonna say, get date, then after getting that date we close that, and then we put a plus to increment 1, plus, then 1, plus 1, then end that. So we're gonna do the second one, doing the same thing, which I'm gonna copy and paste. I give it a different variable and also give it a different name. Here, since we targeting the second day, we put 2. After doing that, we come here and say dd2, that's the day. If you want the third one, you do the same thing as I've done. So go down here and then you say var this is the month, equals to what they call today.getMonth. Understand? Easy. Today's date, which is going to be today dot get month. Okay, once you get month, that function, you do it like this, then you put a plus here and say okay, put a plus, then you put 1, then you say okay, then you go down to the following, then say var, we're gonna get a year, get year, which is YYY. Okay, the year equals to today's date dot get full year. Okay, which is gonna be today dot get full year. Full is capital what? F, then small letter U, double L, then capital letter YAR. Okay, small letter EAR, then you close here. We got the year here down. After that, we're gonna go and say we're done with 1, 2, we're done. So next day, then next day we're gonna assign it to what we said, day 1, day 2. You understand? So next day, which is tomorrow, we can name this, you can name it whatever you want, whatever you're gonna remember. Next day equals to okay, equals to today, okay, dot no, we're not going to do that. I'm making a mistake here. Say next day, which is gonna be year plus, which is this year. Okay, we're gonna say year, then we say plus quote minus single quote again, then plus the month then you say plus single quote minus single quote, then you put a day. You get me? The day plus the first day. Remember, we're targeting now the first day, which is tomorrow, dd. Then after that, you have to cancel or close. Then you go to second line. Second line, do the same thing, just put this next day. Okay, I'm getting it wrong, guys, I'm sorry. This shouldn't be here, this should not be there, you understand? So next day, we get our next day, we copy this, we put it. It's a very bad idea to copy and paste, because you might do something wrong many times. Get me? So rather you copy, but unless if you've tested the code, then you can copy and paste. So next day 2, which is the following day after today, after tomorrow, understand? Then you put dd2. What is dd2? dd2 and dd1. dd is here, this is the third day, this is the second day. No, this is the following day, this is the third day. This is the following day, which is tomorrow. This is the following day after tomorrow. You get me? Those are 2 days we want to switch off. Okay, once we got that, we know that we're done with that. So we're gonna name something which we're gonna say unavailable what dates. Okay, we're gonna all combine it in one thing. We're gonna assign it to that. We're gonna create an array which is unavailable dates, You can make it capital letter dates. You can name it whatever you want. Equals to, then we say, we put them in the array. We come here and say this guy, next day, which is the first day here, and we paste it here. We say okay, then we get this following day. Okay, after getting the following day, then we come in here and we say that is done. So we go and call our guy called Datepicker. Remember the Datepicker function? Yes, if you remember him, we're gonna go get him there. Okay, that's right. So now we can go and get the Datepicker here and say we're gonna say, how do we get Datepicker? We're gonna put a $sign, we close in here, we put double quote inside. You can use single quotes, no problem, but I prefer double quotes. So we go get our ID, which is this. We grab it here, we put it in here. First you put the hashtag, then you paste in there, then you say dot Datepicker. Okay, that's the function Datepicker we're calling. After calling that, we can open here and open this, which those are two. We go down, we must close them. Okay, before you do anything, whatever you open, close it to be on the safe side. Okay, once we close that, we know that we have that in our hands. So inside here, that's why things gonna happen. We're gonna say beforeShowDay. Okay, how do you do that? We say before show, capital letter show, day, D has to be capital letter, then you put colon, then you go inside and say function. Okay, after getting that function, then inside here you put date. Okay, after putting date, remember opening this. Once you open something, close it. Okay, I'm gonna close this guy. I'm gonna come inside here. When I come inside there, I'm gonna say var string is small letter, var string equals to jQuery.datepicker.format. Now we're dealing with the format. We want to get the format, the kind of format we want. Okay, then we say equals to J, small letter, Q, big letter, query, all small, dot date picker. Okay, after getting dot picker, then we say dot format. Okay, getting that, then you say date. Then after that, you come in here, you give it any format you need inside there. Me, I'm using this format, which I'm gonna put double quote, comma, then I'll say date, then come inside here and say YY dash, that's the year, then I need the month, then I need the day. You get me? So once I get the day, year, whatever, I'm done. Fine. Once I get that, I go out of this. I'm done with this line. But each and every line you type, you have to do what? Check it. So here we're gonna say return. What do we return? Return the unavailable dates. You're gonna say okay, we return that in there, comma, we close. No, there is no closing here. We're gonna come back here inside and say what is going on here. Okay, what's gonna go on here? We're gonna say unavailable dates. What is that? These are the things we're going to get. You get me? So that you have to use that exactly. You put it in here. Okay, after putting it in there, then you say dot index, okay, of, okay, index of, then you put this, then string inside, you put string. Okay, after putting the string, then you go in here and say dash equals double equal sign -1. After doing that, we're going to test before even we look into a lot of things. Wow, it worked. You can see now we managed to switch off 2 days, 1 2, the following days 1 2. You can see how it worked. It worked 100%. That is super good. I will do maybe also another thing to show you how to switch off 3 days. So now this is how to switch off 2 days. So you got the logic, everything's working, guys. You can see the code. I'm gonna put the link in the description below where you're going to get this code, and you just copy and paste into your code, then it will work. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Azania Tutorials, and also please give a good comment if the code worked for you, and also share on Facebook, share on Twitter, share everywhere you can share. See you in the next video, guys. You can see I can't click this, I can't click this, and I can click this, and I can also click this. You get me? So that's the end of the tutorial, and we're gonna see you in the next video as soon as possible.